A 7-day NSS camp was organized in DAV Public School, Kurukshetra, where a total of 58 students volunteered for the camp. The camp began with Surya Namaskar and the usual ritual of performing Havan.
Asato ma sadgamaya Om Tamso ma Jyotirgamaya Om Mrityorma Amritam Varunara Tahavya Shamindra Soma Sovidaya Shanyo Shannai.
The principal, Mrs. Geetika Jasuja, briefed the students about the importance of social services, and she informed that DAV institutions have always been geared up to train its volunteers for community services. She also expressed that such activities instill a feeling of patriotism and teamwork in students. Special guest for the occasion, Shri Keval Singh, discussed about the types of drug addiction and also created awareness about the ill effects of the same.
नशा एक ऐसी प्रवृत्ति जो इंसान को इंसान नहीं छोड़ती। आपकी जो प्रकृति होती है, आपका जो नेचर होता है, बेसिक नेचर जो होता है, वो टोटली चेंज हो जाता है।
In the afternoon, students made preparations and plannings for the coming days. सुनो सुनो भाई सुनो सुनो, एक पते की बात सुनो। सुनो सुनो भाई सुनो सुनो, एक पते की बात सुनो। चाचा सुन, भाई ताऊ सुन, चाचा सुन, ताऊ सुन, भाई छोटे सुन, भाई मोटे सुन। On the second day of 7-day NSS camp, the volunteers learnt various skills. Keeping in mind the COVID times, the students were trained to make masks from old clothes. They were also trained to make cloth bags and paper bags by the expert Mrs. Vanita Deman. The second expert of the day, Mr. Varun Kaushik, who is a counselor from Civil Hospital, guided students to keep their lifestyle healthy and to get vaccinated for COVID. Mr. Kaushik insisted that all of us must include healthy eating habits and physical activity in our routine to increase our immunity. A 12th grade student can also save a life by following simple methods. The students were taught the CPR method that can help save a life during a cardiac or breathing emergency. Field Coordinator Youth Red Cross Kurukshetra University Kurukshetra, Mr. Rajendra Saini, held a hands-on session with the students to perform CPR on a newborn, children and adults, keeping in mind the COVID protocol. The students tried their hands on the dummy to practice CPR. He also guided the students to be empathetic towards accident victims and ambulances on roads. On the third day, the team of volunteers started the day as usual with Surya Namaskar and recital of Gayatri Mantra. Mrs. Anita Sharma, the first guest for the day, briefed volunteers about the food we eat and how that food can be beneficial for our overall development. She briefed students that every plate should include 5 things. That is a dairy product like curd or cheese, grains, vegetables, pulses and fruits. Taking this message, the students went to the adopted village Jivarhedi. The volunteer students were divided into groups, and those groups conducted a survey of 132 households, and they prepared themselves for the next day visit, where they had planned to conduct a health checkup camp for children of that village. Students talked to people about healthy eating habits to increase immunity in these times when immunity is playing an important role for survival. The students also performed a street play to make people aware about COVID vaccine. On the 4th day of the camp, the students were set off to the adopted village Jivarhedi by Principal Mrs. Geetika Jasuja. Before boarding the buses, she briefed the students and told them to be very polite and humble to everyone, taking care of their safety and safety of villagers. The students volunteers were accompanied by Dr. Shishir Gupta, who is a pediatrician. A health checkup of about 72 children of the village was conducted by Dr. Shishir Gupta. The children were made aware of deficiencies they are facing and how they should improve their immunity. The student volunteers of Dayanand and Shraddhanand group held a cleanliness drive in the village and made people aware of importance of cleanliness around them. Rajguru group distributed masks and sanitizers in the middle level school. Bhagat Singh and Hansraj group cleaned the Anganwadi and school ground. Dayanand group students taught children of the village. All the students were holding handmade posters related to importance of cleanliness. Village Jivarhedi has been adopted by the NSS unit of school as a part of community engagement program of NSS, which comes under the umbrella of Ministry of Youth Services and Sports, Government of India. On the 5th day of NSS camp at D.A.V. Kurukshetra, student volunteers went to Jivarhedi for the consecutive third day. Today, the volunteers were accompanied by an eye specialist and a dentist. On reaching the village, one of the group of volunteers performed a street play, Say No to Drugs, at different locations of the village. Some of the students distributed masks and sanitizer to children. Dr. Anita Goyal, an eye specialist from Civil Hospital Kurukshetra, addressed the gathering and briefed them about the importance of hygiene for eyes. She said that human eye is a very delicate organ in the human body, and to keep them healthy, we should take vitamin A rich food, and she also told various sources of vitamin A. Dr. Madhvika Madan, dentist, Polyclinic Kurukshetra, addressed the small children of the village about their dental hygiene and easy remedies for keeping their teeth healthy. She told children the easily available sources of calcium that can keep their teeth healthy. Dr. Madan and Dr. Goyal conducted checkup of about 72 children of the village. On the 6th day, the first speaker, retired Subedar Ravinder Kaushik, took the stage and had a chat about road safety rules, one of the major concerns of all times. He talked about various measures to be taken on the road for everyone's safety. Further, he told students about multiple helpline numbers to be contacted during adverse conditions and also about Durga Shakti app, which can be used by women in distress. This was followed by a pledge to follow the road safety rules. The day continued with the second speaker, Advocate Bhavdeep Singh, who discussed the child abuse menace with the students. He talked about POCSO Act and its subsections, which define the category of abuse and the punishment to be given to the abuser. Continuing the session, he told the students about various myths regarding Juvenile Act prevailing in the society. The day ended with students helping in meal preparation and making posters for the next day. The NSS camp ended with the great valor and enthusiasm. In the concluding ceremony, pugilist Manoj Kumar, who is an Arjun awardee Indian boxer who has represented India in 2 Olympics and won Golden Commonwealth Games 2010, was the chief guest. Dr. Anuj Kumar presided as the guest of honor. Dr. Anuj is an academician who is an associate professor at D.A.V. College, Bheva, and has a teaching experience of 25 years. He is a life member of Indian Economic Association since 2000 and has been awarded Teacher Fellowship in 2004. The event started with NSS song Uthe Samaj ke liye uthe, Jage Rashtravad ke liye jage. Volunteers Ayush and Hardik presented the audio-visual report of the NSS camp. Dr. Anuj interacted with students and briefed them about working and motive of NSS. He told that logo of NSS is based on the giant Rath wheel of Sun Temple, Konark. The wheel signifies the cycle of creation, preservation and movement. He also told that NSS provides diverse opportunities to students in schools, colleges and universities to develop their personalities through community service. Pugilist Manoj Kumar motivated students from his life experiences and told them to set and work for their goals. He shared his journey from a small village of Haryana to an international level player, and he said that it wasn't easy. It was full of challenges and hard work. He said that if the students want to be successful in life, they should follow their parents and elders.
वो सारी जिंदगी उसको मेहनत करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती, उसका फल उसको सारे बुढ़ापे में मिलता है 25 साल से ऊपर। वो काम तभी होगा जब आप अच्छे से अपने टीचर की बात मानेंगे, अच्छे से अपने माता पिता की बात मानेंगे, अपने से बड़ों से कुछ सीखने को मिलता है तो वो सीखिए और एक लाइफ सेट कीजिए कि हमें फ्यूचर में ये बनना है।
To motivate students, few awards were also decided. Best Camper Award was given to Sarthak Kaushik, Gania and Suhani Mehta. Best Volunteer was given to Anshika Sharma, Anvi, Devjyoti, Divyansh, Isha, Himanshi, Prasna, Ushab and Hardik Singh. The Best Captain was given to Manya Garg and Sneha Sharma. Principal Mrs. Geetika Jasuja concluded the event with the vote of thanks and counting the uncountable successes of the camp and gave a warm gratitude to everyone.
Again, one learning for you that whatever you have learned, whatever you have earned, when you say thank you, it reverberates to you once again. So, from my core of my heart, तहे दिल से, क्योंकि आज जो हमारे गेस्ट रहे डॉक्टर अनुज जी एंड हमारे बीच जो अर्जुन अवार्डी एंड अब शायद भीम अवार्डी के भी नॉमिनी हैं, कुरुक्षेत्र के वासी, इतना प्राउड महसूस होता है ना हमारे हमारे कुरुक्षेत्र वासी जो हमारे बीच आए और दोनों ने अपनी लाइफ एक्सपीरियंसेस शेयर करी कि इतनी अच्छी जगह अर्निंग करो, इतने सक्सेसफुल बनो कि मुझे और कोई चीफ गेस्ट बुलाने की जरूरत ही ना हो, मैं किसे बुलाऊं? अपने स्कूल के एलुमनाइज को बुलाऊं। With these words, I say God bless you to all of you and I pray to God कि भगवान अपनी दया दृष्टि हमेशा आप लोगों पे रखे और मेरी ये टीम इसी तरह से बढ़ती रहे, आगे चलती रहे। Thank you.